So now we can go ahead and test what we have currently, but before we can do that, we need to add our player prefab to the spawn information as we've done before. And for testing purposes, we're going to make the minimum players for our game just 1, so we can test if it works for us. And we'll go ahead and create a room. The lobby starts up. We're still getting error here. We're going to get back to the script in a moment. But if we press play, it starts automatically, which we don't want, of course. But we can change it in a minute. And as you can see here, we're getting a couple errors because the input manager is not on this lobby manager. All we have to do here is drag it down to the input manager and set it to false. We can try again, and we should not be getting that error now. And we still do. Oh, it's because we don't reactivate it. We will get to that in a minute. But everything works so far, which makes me pretty happy. So we basically have the most basic lobby system in the world. So we haven't yet completed our kicking player method. So here we just say a public void kicked message handler, and this takes in a network. I think it is a network message. Perfect. So this is just a message that a client or a server can receive, and this will be a net message. And here we're going to say net message dot connection dot disconnect. So it disconnects them from our lobby. And we're going to need to add informations like display that user has been kicked. So now that deals with our kicking method. If we go back to our player script here, and I just realized we are missing a very minor detail. We are going to need a RPC function here. So we'll do it down here. So here we're going to say public void RPC update remove button, so we can do this whenever someone gets kicked and whatnot. So here we're going to say check remove button, and here we'll just say this is a client RPC function. So now we can go back to our lobby system, and we need to work with this right here. So when we are creating a game player, we want to take away the base of it, and we want to do something special here. So we want to disable the button ready if we don't have enough players. So the on client connect isn't called on the host player, so we have to override the lobby player creation itself. So here we're going to say we want to get a game object, and this is going to say object instantiate a new object that is the lobby player prefab dot game object as a game object, and here we want to get reference to the lobby player, and this is going to be a new player within the script, within the scene, and we're going to say the object dot get component lobby player, and here we want to say new player dot toggle join button. So we'll have to create a function here, and this is going to take in the number of players plus 1 divided by or equals to the minimum players allowed in the scene. And we can go ahead and generate the method there. Should we let's go to definition, and it takes in boolean here, so we'll make this public. And here we're going to say the ready button is set dot transform dot set active. Oh no, game object dot set active to v. And here we're going to say v, and here we're going to say waiting player button dot game object dot set active, and we want to say not v. So if we don't have enough players, we want to say we deactivate the ready button, and we say activate the waiting player button. So if we go to our script here and show you what's happening in this case, go to our lobby, prefabs, player info, drag it to the player list. So here we want to have a waiting for players icon, so you can't just stay ready in this thing. So we'll just say, alright, we're waiting for a player. So here, copy and paste and drag it up here and say this is going to be waiting for player button, and this is basically going to do nothing. Text will be exactly the same, will be waiting for player. Cool. Apply, and here we have the waiting for player button, and we can just go ahead and drag it up there. Apply, remove, and that should be, we should make this default off. And maybe the ready button default off. No, we'll keep it active from the start, I think. Yep. Apply, remove, and we can just quickly test this. Oops. We have to finish off the script, of course. So everything is good here. We just go back to this script and finish it off here. And we want to go through all the lobby slots. So lobby slots should be a automatic thing in this game object, and we want to get, so the lobby slots is the amount of available lobbies made of so the lobby slots is the available slots for players to join a lobby. So we want to go through all the available slots, or the taken slots, and we're going to say lobby player.p equals lobby slots I as a lobby player, and if the lobby player is not equal to null, we want to do stuff, and we want to say p.rpc update the remove button, and we want to toggle the join button to the same as here. And we just want to return the object, so the player prefab object here. And we can go ahead and copy this right here, the for loop, the whole for loop, and we can just go to the, so every time a person is removed from the lobby, we want to update the buttons as well, and the same for the when they disconnect accidentally, we want to update it while they're in the lobby. And now here's where we manage what happens when all the players are ready within the lobby, and that the amount of players are equal to the minimum amount of players. That's going to do it automatically, I believe. So if you have 2 people in the lobby and you can only have a minimum of 3 in the lobby, and the 2 players are ready, it's not going to start automatically. It's going to wait for the 3rd player. So here we just want to manage what happens when all the players in the lobby is ready. So we'll just say a boolean all ready equals true. So we just start it off as true. We want to go through a for loop here, and we want to go through the lobby length again, and if the lobby slots I is not equal to null, we want to say already is a and equals lobby slots I dot ready to begin. So if you've never seen this before in an equal sign, this is basically just saying this is just saying this plus this. So it's basically an and equals this. So if it's all ready, and equals lobby slots ready to begin, and oops, and equals, then we want to say if we're still all ready, then we say, so if we're all ready, then we want to count down something. So here we want to create a function, and it's going to be server countdown to mayhem, and I think this has spelled mayhem. Meh. So we are going to use I think we're going to be using a time variable and yield return null, and I don't think we're waiting for seconds, but you know, I think we're going to say instead of so instead of a void, a function, we're going to say it is going to be a coroutine, and to do that you say IEnumerator, and now it expects that to return a value of some sort. So here we're going to say we want to get a countdown time, so we'll go up here and we'll say float countdown time equals 5, and we'll make this public, and we'll say a local variable of remaining time is equal to countdown time, and we want to turn it into a integer. We could just cast it, but I think this is a lot easier. So, it's not easier, it's more practical. So we're going to say the floor time of the remaining value is going to be our time. So with we're going to be using mathf dot floor to int would be more reasonable, and we want to sift in the remaining time. So the floor int, it returns the largest integer smaller to or equal to the float that we just put in. So if you have 2.5, it's going to go to 3. No. No, go to 2. So that's how it would go. Wait, floor, ceiling? No. Yeah, no, I think it's the latter version of my examples. So while remaining time is more than 0, we want to yield return null, so we don't want to go any further here, but it is going to keep this place for, so IEnumerate is really good here. So if it was just a void, it'll go through here, and if it reaches here, it's going to stop calling it. It's not going to care about it. It's not going to go through any of it. It's just going to return null, and that's done. We're done with it. But if it's an IEnumerator, it's going to store this position, and it's going to go back here, and it's going to be like, all right, we're going to go through here, and if it reaches here, it's going to go again. So then it'll keep going. It's going to store this place in here until it can go further. So if it returns null, we want to say the remaining time is minus equals time dot delta time, best time to use, and here we want to get the new floor time equal to math f dot floor to int, and we put in the remaining time again. And if the new floor time is not equal to the old floor time, the original floor time, then we want to say the floor time is now equal to the new floor time. And again, we want to sift through lobby slots, so copy this. I have to add that bad boy there, and probably add that. So we go through the lobby slots again. If it's not null, we want to say the lobby slots dot I as lobby player, and here if we say RPC, it's not going to care. But so we want to update a countdown timer somewhere, so we're going to put that on the lobby player. But if we put it there, it's not picking up any functions whatsoever. So but if we put it in brackets, it turns it into a whole object, and here we get the game objects, the lobby players stuff. And we're going to create a function RPC update count down time, and it's going to take in the floor time. So we want to make sure it's an RPC function because we want it to sync within we want to send it from the server to all the clients that we are counting down now. And if the remaining time is now greater than 0, less than 0, we want to go through the lobby slots once again, oops. Here we want to say this again, but instead of full time, it's going to be 0 because we just reached below 0, so meaning this will be 0. And then we want to start up our scene. We want to actually start playing. So server, change scene, built-in function in the network lobby system, and we want to put in our play scene, which is actually I think there's a built-in function. We just say play scene, right? Yes, good. So we go to our player scene there, and here we say start coroutine this function right here, and now it creates our RPC function in our lobby player. And go generate method, go to definition. This is going to be client RPC and public void. So here we want to how are we going to do this? I think we just create a text element, and we're going to store the text element here in the lobby manager. So go back to lobby manager and say serializable field, serializable field, serializable field, sorry, count. Why does it keep doing that? Countdown panel. And what is it? It is a panel. Oh, we're not even using it, and we just use the namespace. You know what? Let's just create our own thing. Let's go back, create a new script. I think this is probably the easiest, and say this one is just countdown lobby, the lobby countdown panel. Open it up. Whoa. Take this way, go to the script, take all this out, and .ui, nothing else. And here we just get a text element, countdown time, or just let's make it public countdown UI text. Go back here, and it's not going to be a panel, it's going to be a lobby countdown panel here. And we go back to our lobby player system, lobby player system, and we say lobby manager dot singleton dot countdown panel we didn't save it. Go back to here, dot countdown. Oh, we're not even, this is why we're not getting it. Make this public, duh. Now we can get it. Lobby countdown panel dot countdown time dot text is equal to match starting in plus countdown or floor time. No, let's make this countdown just say is equal to countdown. Here, copy and paste this, and instead of here, we say dot game object dot set active. So when it reaches 0, we want to set it to false, and to do that, we just say check if the countdown is equal to 0. Easy peasy. Expected. Oh, never closed. And we don't need to derive from a mono behavior there. And now we can go ahead and create that panel very quickly. Let's go to the lobby of the system, create a cute little panel, and definitely not big, but smaller. And create a text element underneath, center it there, center it here, and make it best fits. And let's make this a little bigger, a little wider. Perfect. Bigger as well. And we put the countdown, or the, what did we call it? Count lobby countdown thing, and we apparently need to derive from mono behavior, so let's just do that. Mono, sorry guys, messing around here. Using mono behavior, so we can show it here, drag it onto our panel, and drag the text element here, and rename this countdown panel, and close that. Go to our lobby system, add the countdown panel down here, and now let's see what happens. Of course, we need to have the main menu open. Create a room. Ready? Whoa. What the hell happened there? Oh, we're not done actually. What am I doing? We were still doing the lobby manager script. It's very interesting that that didn't work. So instead of, that's very interesting. So instead of running up, it adds a player of my control. So I just tested the minimum players of 2, and when I ready up, it doesn't do anything, which is a good sign comparing to how it instantiated a new player object when it was just a minimum of 1. So go here and I say ready. It creates, it's so interesting, very interesting. Creates a whole new player. And apparently it destroys my camera. What the hell? So what I just realized here, we don't need to have this here, and I think it should all work here. Create button, ready, and we get a start match starting, and then it does something weird. So guys, I just found the problem. I just found that I am technically disabled, mentally disabled. So the problem here is, so if we, at the end of the countdown, we're doing something we shouldn't be doing. And this was a technical mistake by my part, easily mistaken, and I feel kind of stupid for doing this, but this isn't on lobby server create game player. No, this is called on lobby server create lobby player, and now it should work perfectly. And it's taken me a couple hours to figure out 5 letters was wrong the whole time. So if we create a lobby, put in cool man, and we say ready, 4, 3, 2, 1, and now we should spawn into the scene. And that's, oh my god, 5 letters, and just to get that working, I was going crazy. I was looking at every single inch of this. Oh my god, I'm so happy, guys. But now that we got that out of the way,